Handstand Mudra, resting on knees. Just relax. Close your eyes. Go within. Travel. Travel to your inner child. Travel to your inner child. Your inner child. Travel to your inner child. See the 5-year-old self, right? 3 to 5 years old. See age 3 to 5. You can even go to age 9. You can see when you're 3, you're 5, you're 9, and just see yourself. Go to that version of you and bless that child that is you. Bless that child that is you. See the radiance of your 3-year-old self, 5-year-old self, 9-year-old self when you're most enthusiastic, when you're most free, and the limitation, the restrictions did not have a hold on you. You did not hold back. See that version of you and see how you can reverse engineer your current mind to that child where you did not hold back. You were not so concerned about the limitation. You had success in every breath and every choice because you were constantly sovereign in the way that you interpreted your life. And if you have pain, trauma, something that's coming up, like a memory of something of your parents, your childhood caretakers in school, allow yourself to view it like a life review and allow yourself to clear it through the mantra. Allow the mantra, the sound current, to clear it for you. As you raise your vibration, you allow these memories to transform. The way that you took them personally, you were very serious, you were very upset, you felt very judged, you felt the harshness of it. Allow this mantra to make it not so serious. Not so serious. And smile, smile, laugh as though you're laughing off, laughing it out of you. Smile, smile, smile. Smile like you would if you were 3, 5, 9 years old, as though you're at Cox Farm, Animal Farm, picking pumpkins, or Christmas, sledding, snowboarding, doing something in nature, and smile with great wonder, courage, even laugh to the seriousness in you when you started to take these harshness and you started to program yourself to believe that you are not good enough. Program this smile, this mantra, this enthusiasm, to not take so seriously the victimization of others, other people's blaming and shaming and ridiculing and belittling, the jealousy, the envy. Let the mantra kind of laugh at it as you are stepping into your personal power through your own will. It can't be your mother, it can't be your father, it can't be your friends, your animals. It has to be you. Only you can get to complete this yoga meditation. Only you can have the patience. Only you can have the stillness. Only you can have the creativity. Only you can build your website, meet friends, supporters, collaborators. And when you feel that level of responsibility, the seriousness of blaming, shaming, judging, regretting, it becomes your practice instead of your aimlessly, unconsciously moving in a sort of mediocrity. You're taking out the mediocrity the more that you take responsibility for your choice. It is brave to not settle into mediocrity. Many people do. They lie to themselves. They deny what is right in front of them. They don't pay attention. They have no sensation. They have no excitement, no insincerity, and feel the harshness of life because there's no radiance, there's no innocence to attract anything that has of true wealth. Both mind and the matter of the mind, and the heart, matters of the heart, and then the body, the beauty, the enthusiasm, the lyrical motion of the body, and how well taken care of it is. Inhale. Exhale. Now chant this mantra to your teenage self. Kiana jai vada data tilatamai kete mange jor par ketia ganat nahi vichar kete kaptu teve ka kete lala mukar pai kete murik kai kai ketia duk buk sadmar ebida derita da banda kalasi bane hoy ora kanasaka koi jeko kai akampai o jane jitiya moi kai ape jane ape de ake se bike ke jisno bakashe sipsat sala nanaka patta sahi patta saho nanaka patta sahi patta saho. The 25th Puri, the 25th Puri. Buddha karam lakiana jai vata data tinatamai kete mange jora par ketia gana nahi vichar kete kaptu teve kar kete lala mukar pai kete murik kai kai ketia duka buka sadmar ebida derita da banda kalasi bane hoy hora kanasaka koi jeko kai akampai o jane jitiya moi kai ape jane ape de ake se bike ke jisno bakashe sipsat sala nanaka patta sahi patta saho nanaka patta sahi patta saho. Buddha karam nikyana jai vada data tinatamai kete mange jora par ketia ganat nahi vichar kete kaptu teve kar kete lala mukar pai kete murik kai kai ketia duka buka sadmar ebida derida da banda kalasi bane hoy hora kanasaka koi jeko kai akampai o jane jitiya moi kai ape jane ape de ake se bike ke jisno bakashe sipsat sala nanaka patta sahi patta saho nanaka patta sahi patta saho. Buddha karam likyana jai vata tata tinatamai kete mange jora par ketia gana nahi vichar kete kaptu teve kar kete lala Kete murik kai kai ketia dukabuka sadmar ebi da da banda kalasi bane hoy ora kanasa kakoi jeko kai kakampai o jane jitia moi kai ape jane ape de ake se bike jisno bakashe sipsat sala Nanaka pata sahi pata saho, Nanaka pata sahi pata saho. Now focus on the clarity, the fulfillment, the success of you. Moda kadam nakiana jaiva da tina tamai kete mange jora par kete agana vichar kete kaptu teve ka kete lala mukar pai kete murik kai kete aduk buka sanmar ebi da banda kalasi bane hoy Hora kanasa kakoi, jeko kai akampai, o jane jitia moi kai, ape jane ape de, ake se bike, jisno bakashe subsat sala, nanaka pata sahi pata saho, nanaka pata sahi pata saho. See your victory, your success, and what it is that you're needing to evolve within. Dhyana jaiva da tinatamai kete mange jorapar kete aganat nahi vichar kete kaptu teve kar kete lala mukar pai kete murik kai kete adu kabuka samar ebi da banda kalasi bane hoy ora kanasa kakoi jeko kai akampai o jane jiti amoy kai ape jane ape de ake se bike jisno bakashe sipsat sala Nanaka pata sahi pata saho, Nanaka pata sahi pata saho. Boda karam kiana jaiva da tinatamai kete mange jora par kete agana nahi vichar kete kautu teve kar kete lala mukar pai kete murik kai kete adu kabuka sadmar ebi da banda kalasi bane hoy ora kanasa kakoi jeko kai kakampai o jane jitia moi kai ape jane ape de ake se bike jisno bakashe sipsat sala nanaka pata sahi pata saho nanaka pata sahi pata saho. Inhale. Side out. Inhale again. Side out. Create a sound and release. Inhale again. And now bring your hands together. We'll close out with one long side. Short nam. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Again. Sat Nam. You can bow to yourself. And thank you for joining me. You can rest, take a little nap, to integrate. You can take a little bath. Or you can continue the 25th Puri. You can go on Google and you can type 25th Puri, P-A-U-R-I, Puri, and you can print out, right? I think 3 H-O organization may have a printout, right? And you can begin to study, right? So that you can pronunciate it, right? It's a powerful mantra for the wealth of you, the wealth of the lineage. It really downloads wealth, tangible wealth, both materially, financially, and also wealth as in you have wealth of knowledge, right? It's one thing to know, wealth that is like financial wealth, but then you don't know what to do with it, right? And that's why a lot of these privileged white boys, right, have no idea what to do with the wealth. It's not, they have the wealth financially, but they don't have the wealth of knowledge, insight, creativity, imagination, ideas. So there's different kinds of wealth. There's a caliber that's also wealth, a character that is of a leadership, right? And then there's the wealth that is the financial. And the practice, the Shakti lineage with Yogi Bhajan is a wealth of both. We don't just want spiritual wealth, but then we're sitting there struggling and we have no food, right? That's kind of the way of the East in many ways of, give up everything for the spiritual practice, right? But, this lineage is more about both, right? We want the financial wealth and also the wealth of the spirit, right? So that we can create powerful businesses. Yogi Bhajan was about supporting women, particularly with creating businesses, right? He was a part of a lineage, probably a part of a strong sort of femme knowledge, right? The femme conscious knowledge he possessed in his arc line, Satyak record, where he understood the ancient Vedic social structure and how women in the Bhagavad Gita were considered the women of business. They had knowledge on commerce and craftsmanship and the exchange and the sort of synergy when it came to transaction and the not only the transaction and being transactional, but the woman understood about the resurrection, right? The how to resurrect, because there's always the downfall, a collapse, these type of things, but to know how to resurrect yourself and from zero, you drop in the negative, how to resurrect yourself is actually a very, very good skill. That's wealth of the spirit. To not only know how to resurrect yourself, but also to know the circulation of that wealth, right? And the distribution of that, and seeing it in the longevity and how that stabilizes the sort of society and the sort of social standing, so that there is naturally more of a creative society rather than a dumbed down society that's just kind of fearing everything and feeling very, very low in one's capability, right? You can be rich boy, privileged on your yachts, but still have this very low caliber, this very low character where, people look at you and they just think, wow, like they don't respect you, right? Respect is not, it's not developed through the wealth of the financial, it's developed through the wealth of the spiritual. And that respect is important because, in this ancient Vedic social structure, that is how your craftsmanship, that's your trade, that's your gift, your talent, that, people find it reliable, people become dependent on it, people want it, right? Your seeds, your pumpkin seeds are of high quality and people want it, because their pumpkins tend to be more bigger, more lush, more tasteful, more rich, right? So in this, the woman femme consciousness in this kind of wealth frequency has a lot to do with the quality of it, right? We all know that there's a quantity and McDonald's chain everywhere, right? Where we're getting that, but do we really feel nourished? Do we really feel energy? Right? And on this earth, there's a game going on. It's energy. There's depletion, like a lot of depletion on this planet, and people are recognizing it in food and their water. And then there's energy. The real game is about energy. Who has the energy is most likely going to have a higher quality of food or of relationship with themselves or with water, or is going to have a cleaner environment. These type of things is going to have more probably equality within the economic environment, right? And that's going to make people have more energy, and therefore with more energy there's less complaining, there's less moodiness, less call it interference that causes these hormonal inner chaos and emotional chaos, because you're starting to create a wealth within your spirit and within your relationships with yourself and your environment, which is very important in not only the financial wealth, but also in the respect that you have for yourself, and the worth in the self-esteem, right? Because people are getting more sensitive, and people can people see things for what they are. People are not so into just the rich get rich stuff, get rich quick or whatever, or just into the they want something that's reliable and dependable, because people want to grow. They want those pumpkin seeds that are not manipulated and sold cheaply and are sold expensively, but yet they're not really, they're like mutated, they're artificial, they're not real, right? So there's a whole game of, there's a lot of artificial, there's a lot of false prophets, there's a lot of diluted, where it's not really what it is. So I think the more that we create this mantra of this inherent wealth, right, the more we are going to be able to create a sustainable wealth for ourselves, which is about the league of creativity, enjoying that with other people who it's a vibration of leadership, right? That's different than just a league of quantity that has no sense of reliability, no sense of fulfillment, no sense of peace, right? So I'll leave you guys with this, and Sat Nam.